Hey guys, this is Our Gender Spectrum, and today I'm going to be talking about how I knew I was gender fluid. So, it started, well, it didn't really start, I started, really thinking about it when I first started thinking about it a little bit in 6th grade, maybe somewhere around there. Still living in the Briarwood house. I was literally moving out of the Briarwood house. And then I really started thinking about it when I started watching documentaries. I know, you're gonna judge me. There's gonna be a whole thing down in the comments. They're like, don't listen to documentaries. But I was watching documentaries on transgender and stuff like that, and so that's kind of what first sparked it. That was when I moved into the new house. My parents got divorced, and then we moved out of our, I'm not gonna say the name because but we moved out of our old house, and then we moved into a house out in the boonies, up on a hill, stuff like that. So yeah. And then, so we moved out to there, and at that time I was watching them, the documentaries on the stuff, and so I first thought I was transgender. And, well, I didn't exactly know what I thought. Well, I did think I was transgender. I absolutely did think I was transgender. But I also thought, well, I like girl stuff, so I might just be, but then again I was thinking, well, boys can like girl stuff, so I must be a boy. And so, for the longest time, I thought I was trans, but I'm not. And then my sister was like, I came to my sister and I'm like, hey, I think I might be trans. And she's like, I don't think so. I mean, you are way too much of a girly girl and feminine and stuff like that. And I'm like, in my head I'm thinking, guys can be girly. I don't even like that word, girly. Because that's, stereotypically saying, oh, you act this way, you must be a girly girl in that word? Girl? So you're putting me in a box. And so, but I somewhat understood what she meant. But then she was like, you could be gender fluid. And I was like, what's that? And so she told me the definition, and I'm not going to bring that up right now because that's a whole nother video that I am going to make. But basically, gender fluid is when, wait, am I really, I just said I wasn't going to bring it up. Okay, moving on. So I was like, whoa, you can be that? She's like, yeah, that's, yeah, I don't know, I'm really awkward, sorry. But then I was like, I thought about it, and I watched videos, and I'm like, wow, this sounds a lot more like me, because I like to be a girl, but I also like to be a guy. Yeah. I'm really bad at explaining things. Sorry. But yeah. And so I was like, this fits my description more. Description? This fits me more. And so that's basically how I found out. And then I kept it in for a really, really long time. Like a really, really long time. A lot of my friends knew, though, just not my family. My dad still doesn't. But, like, my friend Casper, my old friend Nadia, don't really hang out anymore, and a few other people knew, and that was pretty much it, especially my sister. My sister was the first person, obviously, who knew about it, but yeah. Sorry if the fan is distracting. It's just like, whoa. I don't know. I'm weird. I get distracted easily. But so, yeah, those were the few people who knew. And then I came up to my mom one day. Actually, we're going home for my therapy. That's another conversation. Not this one. Nope. And I was like, hey, Mom. I was wondering if I could talk, and this was one of the hardest things I had to say at the time. I said, hey Mom, I was wondering if I could talk to a gender therapist, or a gender counselor, or something, yeah, therapist, something like that. And she's like, you're not trans. I'm just like, yeah, I know. And she's like, and she literally said this. She's like, well, you're not trans because you act like a girl and you are a girl. And she's like, well, her exact words were like, well, you're really girly or feminine. I don't know which word she used. But you also like to you also dress and act like a tomboy too, and so, or like a boy too. I mean, really confusing, but her exact words were, well, you act boyish too. And I'm like, yeah, now you're getting it. Now just connect the two. And there I am, gender fluid. But I didn't actually say that, I just thought it, I'm like, me! I'm like, yes, exactly. I act boyish, but I also act girlish. I'm a boy, I'm a girl. In my head, I'm just thinking this, and it's just like, ah! And so, yeah. And then, Helen's more, because she said no. And then, the way I came out to her is another story, but I will just say it didn't go the best. At first. Actually, it just didn't go the best. No. And I'm not trying to say that to scare you. It's not coming out. If you feel like it's the right time, you feel like you want to, and you feel like you will not get, like, reprimanded and hurt abusively, I mean emotionally or physically, which is abuse, but if you feel like that I don't recommend you come out at the time until you feel like you can be safe and you can be happy. But if you feel like it's the right time and you'll be happier that you did, go ahead, do it. It can be great. It can be awesome. And like, it can be like so free, like a weight off your shoulders. Oh, I need to stop. But it didn't go the best for me, in my case. So, yeah. And so, my dad doesn't know, my mom does, and I recently came out on my social media, and I will link that. Actually, I can't link that exactly. I guess I could try. I'll put my username down below. Yeah, in the description below, so you can go check that out. Check out my face. Check out my other posts with not my face. Check out my dog. Might be on there. Not sure. Don't think so. But yeah, if you want to, go look at that. And also, I have a personal YouTube account which I will also link down below, so you can look at that if you want to. Don't forget to, I just ended this. Bringing it back to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I reply to all, to most all comments. If that makes any sense, it doesn't. But you know what? I reply to a lot of comments. A lot of them. So, you want to comment stuff? What you want to see me do? What's my favorite food? How many stars there are in the sky? Go ahead and do that. But, yeah, like I said, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.